I've been tracking the Tuareg 457 because it is the only bike that I would realistically consider replacing my Tuareg 660 with. So when it didn't show up at EICMA 2025 and instead we got fake AI leaks and questions about the 457 engine, I started digging into it. I'm going to share with you what I have found. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. So if you're watching this, you are interested in the Aprilia Tuareg 457, which we were teased back in October of 2024 and still yet have nothing new that has came out about this bike. So I'm going to go through the timeline on it. I know when I saw those images back in October of 2024 of the small capacity, the Tuareg in a 457 model, I got really excited. I like small capacity bikes. And with my experience on the 660, I really wanted to see what Aprilia was going to do with the 457. Now, the expectation was that bike, since it looked nearly production ready, was that it was going to appear in EICMA 2024, and it didn't. But my thought was, if it did appear in 2024, then it actually wouldn't hit showroom floors in the United States until 2026. But that bike did not appear in EICMA 2024 and kind of went quiet the entire year of 2025. There was no new news that came out on the Tuareg 457, except for if you do a search, you will find faked AI releases of the 457. Now, I'm not going to show images of those. I'm not going to promote those channels. I find it very frustrating. The people are using AI to put out fake information, but it is out there. And I know right before EICMA 2025, I had seen those, I looked at them, and within like 30 seconds, I knew it was fake. So if you see those, don't support those channels, don't look at it, it's trash. But the expectation going into EICMA 2025, even without the AI, the fake AI stuff, was that, well, it had been a whole nother year that Aprilia India had been working on this Tuareg 457. It would show up in EICMA 2025, or even at least as a concept bike. But it did not. And that again was disappointing for me because I was thinking if it showed up in EICMA 2025, that means that it would be production ready, and I wouldn't see it until about 2027 in the US sales room floors. Because that's usually how it works for us here in North America. We're the last area, the last market that gets the new bikes. If you look at any new bike release, it's usually in Europe a year to 2 years before we ever see it. And especially in the Indian market over there, if they're building the bikes there, it's going to be released there, and then it'll go to Europe, and then maybe the rest of the Asian market before we ever see it. So I was looking at 2027, but we still don't have any news on this bike. I started doing some additional research because I'm very interested in it to see what is happening, and this is what I have found. Since there is zero information that has came out of Aprilia from media outlets or any official media statements, it really is reliant on these different motorcycle news outlets seeing spy shots and things like that, and we haven't even seen spy shots of the 457. I think some of the media outlets that come out of India where these bikes are being produced, they do a really good job of getting on top of the news stories of the 457 and or any other bike for that matter. Anything that's being built in India, they seem to pick up on this stuff pretty quickly. And as of today, which is February 10th, 2026, there is no new news. But it really got me thinking. I wanted to look at the 457 platform that we already know is in the RS and the Tuono, and it's been in those two bikes for I think close to 2 years now. And I wanted to see what the history of those bikes is and what the reliability is turning out to be. What I found just simply by doing a search of the Aprilia 457 engine is not good. There are a lot of reports of engine failures in that 457. There are quite a few videos of failed engines, and then you're going to see in the forums, there's a lot of posts in those forums of that engine failing, which might be one of the reasons why we have not seen the Tuareg 457, because there is an issue with the engine. Now, that is not what Aprilia India is going to say, and I will read a press release to you, just the important pieces of it and what their investigation into these failures have been. In what I saw, there were essentially two main areas that Aprilia India was claiming was causing the engine failures, and then also reading some of these threads, the posts, it appeared that modifications were being made to these engines, and it fell into two categories with the modifications, and then also a service issue. So the first modification was the Fuel X fuel tuners were being put on these bikes, and whatever that was doing was either leaning it out or making it too rich. At least that's what I was seeing in the threads. And then on top of that, there was a removal and a replacement aftermarket exhaust system, which I can only suspect they're removing the catalytic converter and then having an open header all the way out the exhaust, so making it breathe a lot more. So that also may have been contributing to the issues that they're having with the engine. The other thing that Aprilia India talked about was that service intervals were not adhered to, which I think, based on some of the reading that I was doing, this was the initial break-in period. It looked like maybe people were not changing the oil, riders were not changing the oil in that initial break-in period, and were going longer on that oil, which we all know there's a reason why you only go 600 miles or 1,000 kilometers in the break-in oil, and then you flush that out and put new oil in. So those are the three factors: was the fuel controller, the exhaust replacement, and then not servicing the bike, according to Aprilia India. So let me take off my glasses. I'm just going to read you the highlights. So this official statement came out from Aprilia India in May of 2025. Aprilia India today reiterated its immense pride in the groundbreaking 457 platform and engineering conquest. The 457 platform has garnered widespread acclaim and numerous accolades from our valued customers, dedicated dealers, partners, respected journalists, and even elite MotoGP racers, all recognizing its outstanding performance and comprehensive riding experience. We stand firmly behind the world-class product we have brought to the passionate community of super sports enthusiasts. And then they go on to say, we are aware of recent discussions among a small segment of motorcycle enthusiasts concerning the reliability of the 457 platform. We want to unequivocally assure our esteemed customers and our broader motorcycle fraternity that Aprilia has meticulously investigated every single, this is written weird, investigated every single of the handful instances brought to our attention regarding alleged issues. And then it says a majority of these issues are attributed to only two factors, which I've talked about before: unauthorized aftermarket modifications and irregular service schedules. And then they wrap things up. There's more in here, and it says, the Aprilia RS 457 platform embodies excitement and pure riding pleasure. It deserves to be enjoyed responsibly and maintained exclusively by certified technicians at authorized Aprilia dealerships. So that's what Aprilia talked about. If you listen to all of that, they don't think there is actually a problem with the engine, and that they are blaming the owners of these bikes for doing aftermarket modifications to those bikes. That has me a little concerned regarding that engine, because I don't typically do anything modification-wise to the engine or remove catalytic converters, but I do at least replace the muffler with something lighter with a little bit more flow and certainly a better sound. I don't know if that would potentially void a warranty on one of these bikes. Right after they put out that statement, I think in an effort to demonstrate their belief and confidence in the reliability of the 457 engine, they extended all new owners and secondhand owners an additional 1 year of warranty, and it was in kilometers, so an additional 12,000 kilometers. So initially, that 457 engine in the street bike platform came with a 3-year, 1,000-kilometer warranty. And after all of this, these complaints and replacing a few of these engines, they added an additional warranty. So with that being said, it makes me think that if Aprilia is willing to add another year to the warranty, they must have confidence in it. And maybe those modifications were actually the reason for the failures. So just something to think about, whether you have an Aprilia or any other bike, when you go to do modifications, is it still under warranty? And are there any concerns you're going to damage your engine by those? Just a side note. So that's where we're at. Now, let's talk about what the future looks like for the Tuareg 457. All right, we've gotten to the point. It's May timeframe, and we're hearing reports of engine failures on the 457. Fast forward up to EICMA 2025. I really expected the 457 to be, the Tuareg 457 to be showcased at EICMA 2025, and it was not. And I was really surprised by that. And frankly, I was disappointed because it is a bike, is probably the only bike I would ever consider purchasing new as a secondary or replacement bike for this bike at this point, knowing it's a couple years out. So where are we at and what is happening? It's unclear if these engine issues that are occurring with the 457, if maybe they've dug into that a little bit more and are hesitating or maybe slowing down getting those put into a Tuareg. I don't really know myself what the difference between riding a street bike and an off-road bike. I could speculate that there's going to be differences in the way those engines are being treated. I know off-road riding, I ride in triple-digit temperatures at very slow speeds. It requires a really good cooling system to keep an engine cooler, where the street bikes, they're likely going to be running much higher speeds, more airflow, better cooling. I know that was one of the complaints that I saw on a couple of posts, is their bikes were overheating. And so maybe that is something that is being looked into, is redoing the cooling system for the Tuareg because of the different demands that we're going to put on that engine. We're also going to be lugging that engine more than I think you are a street bike. Street bikes are going to be revved much higher. Hopefully I put this in a coherent format in order for you to follow along with the timeline, a few breaks in there and some of my own curiosity and rants. But so what I was looking at more recently in the last couple of days, there is an outlet, a motorcycle news outlet in India. It's called Bike Whale. I think if you followed any of the smaller capacity bikes that are built in India, you're going to see Bike Whale produces a lot of news on those bikes. In particular, Bike Whale has reported that the Aprilia Tuareg 457 will be released in India sometime in April 2026. Now, they also put a confidence statement in there, which I'm glad they did. Their confidence in that prediction is low. So will we see it? Won't we see it? I don't think we will. I think it's, the potential is EICMA 2026. I think they'll hold that model and do a big release. I think that's what they did with the Tuareg 660. As far as I know, prior to the 660 coming out, there was no news, no prototype that I can remember. It was a production model that showed up at EICMA, ready to hit showroom floors. Now, if I'm wrong in that, because it's been years since that's happened, let me know in the comments below. So if you are interested in the Tuareg 457, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and if you're willing to wait for that to come out. And if you have heard any other additional news that maybe I have missed on this particular bike. I think now we're looking probably for the US market, 2028 would be the earliest we may see this bike. Could be wrong, maybe 2027, but I know, we get things late here. Remember, you can always make more money, but you cannot make more time. So get out on that bike you already have in the garage, put some miles on it, wear out tires, do whatever you can. Just get out and ride. Thanks for watching. Get out, do some riding, ride safe, and I will see you out there. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. So if you've been